Hi, welcome back to Tools and Tactics to Tame Your ADHD Brain. Hey, let's get right into it. I want to talk to you about a troublesome area for those who struggle with ADHD, and it has to do with overtalking, oversharing, and overfunctioning. Do you struggle with those areas? Well, it's just because you get excited, you tend to be extroverted with your impulses, and so all of a sudden, you're saying things, you're promising things that you can't put the words back into your mouth. So I want to help you curb that. Now, one thing, just even going into conversations, be aware of this about yourself. Set a positive intention as you're getting ready to connect or get in a conversation with someone else. Okay, so I'm going to give you 3 quick tips. Okay, number 1 is create a pause anchor. A pause anchor. So rather than interrupting and jumping in your excitement, take a sip of water and take a nice deep full breath. Or just place your hands together briefly. That will slow you down enough to really tune in and not jump in. Okay, and I want you to think about this is that, a pause creates power. When you pause, you have power. Okay, number 2 is I want you to institute the add, don't flood rule. Add, don't flood. Meaning that sometimes you may just not only jump in, but you may tell a long, detailed story and perhaps something with a lot of emotionality to it, and the person is just like, and they're just overwhelmed by it, and you walk away like, why did they look at me that way? Or they didn't seem to get the point of my story, or they didn't think it was that funny. Right, that's because unintentionally you went overboard. You just did. So if I want you to think about adding to what is being said in a conversation versus flooding and overwhelming the person. Just tune in, listen, and if you can add something, add a couple of sentences. If you add a sentence and they lean in or they show interest or they ask you a question about it, there's your green light to be able to say more. Okay, number 3 is a big one too, is I want you to catch the I'll just do it thing that you may do. I'll just do it. Meaning that you'll jump in too quick and promise something and take responsibility for something, thinking that, maybe you could do it better than them, you could do it quicker, or, no one else is going to do it, so you've got to do it. So rather than be rejected or be irrelevant, you'll just promise something really over promise. That's not over functioning. So I want you to be aware of that. And again, a lot of it has to do with pausing. So rather than just saying, I'll do it, just take a beat there. Just see if anyone else jumps in. Or maybe the thing that you're promising that you'll do is not really that urgent in the way that you feel all that pressure. So give yourself a break. And I want to give you a lot of encouragement about these 3 ideas that you can institute that may really make a difference for you and give you some inner peace. And let's face it, a greater connection with others, which, I think that's a big thing that you probably want. So tune in for me for tips that actually work with ADHD. Hit like, subscribe if you wish, leave a comment, reach out to me, Dennis at ButtimerConsulting.com for a session. I'd be glad to help. Wishing you all the best, and as always, I'm betting on you.